Hey YouTube, it's been a really long time since I last left an update. I haven't been doing much improvement, I haven't been spending as much time and effort on improvement as I should be. Um, but I am leaving an update now because I'm entering a new phase. I'm calling it the training ground. It's going to last 18 months, and the plan is I'm going to be staying at my father's place, which I was trying not to do, but I'm here now. So I'll be staying in my father's place, and it's just a different kind of environment. It's a lot more restrictive than I would want, especially as a 21-year-old woman, but it is what it is. It's it's just restrictive. I don't have the freedom to move wherever I want to move at any time because I have to check in with my dad, and we're living in this middle of nowhere village, so it's kind of like when I do need to go somewhere, if I do need to go somewhere, the transport is going to be really, really long. So what that means for me right now is I'm trying to spend as much time actually inside as possible because I don't want to waste 2 hours of transport to go somewhere on the daily. So that takes training outside of the house basically out of the equation. That's okay, because I'm setting up a home gym, so I will have free weights to work with, and I do have bands to work with, which is perfect for a strength trainer. That's exactly what I need. It's not ideal, it's not fun, but, I am really lucky to have this, to have a father who's willing to support me, to have, all the support, and who, support my hobbies, not just my life. He'll get me an entire gym. That's really sweet, and I'm really, really lucky and really, really grateful to have that. But it is a restrictive environment, and I'd rather not be here. I would rather be, in the capital with a job. But, I did put myself in a position where I don't have a job and I don't have marketable skills yet. But yeah, throughout this training ground phase, I'm going to be working on, first of all, deep work. I want to improve my concentration. I have ADHD, and sitting down and focusing on something, especially something that takes a lot of mental effort, is really, really, really hard for me. It's torture. But I'm going to learn to, over those, 18 months, to sit down and actually focus on a task for 4 hours straight, for a 4 hour work block. And the way I'm doing that is I'm starting with just 30 minutes for the first 2 weeks, and then I'm going to be increasing 10 minutes every week after that. And just, using those work blocks as basically almost meditation sessions, and just teaching myself to, focus on a task. And we'll see how that goes. Now, the main tasks that I'm focusing on in terms of mental effort are programming. So I'm still doing that. I'm still learning to be a programmer. I'll be spending 5 hours a day, 6 days a week for an entire year learning to code. And the reason it's only 5 hours is because I'm also, I have a job in translation. My dad gave it to me. My dad brought me this job. It's not something that I can live off of, but it is a job, and it's a marketable skill that's going to help me later in life. So I'll be working on that as well for 4 hours a day. And right now I'm just learning for the first month to actually translate, because the kind of texts that I'm getting are very academic. So I'm going to need to learn the technical terms and the style. So I'll be spending a month learning how to do that. And the other thing I'll be focusing on is obviously training. I've made myself some training programs that I'll be working on from home. The first 3 months I'll be cutting weight because I'm at 26% body fat right now, and I hate that I've always felt like I was never lean enough, and I've never been happy with my body. So I want to change that, and so I'm really locking in for the next 3 months to change that. I'm dropping to hopefully around 17%. And then from there, I'm going to start, putting on muscle and building strength. I'll never do a cut phase that long again because I hate cutting weight. It's really annoying. It's really annoying not, gaining strength optimally. And I'll probably be losing strength as well by the end of that. So I really hate cutting weight. So if I ever cut weight again, it's going to be a month, month and a half tops. Like, I will never do a 3-month cut again. This is so annoying. But it is what it is. And I'm not flip-flopping anymore. I've already set the plan. I'll be doing 3 months of cutting weight and then 2 months of hypertrophy. And I believe, if I remember correctly, I have all of this written down, by the way, but if I remember correctly, it's going to be around 6 months of strength, like specifically strength training. And then I'll probably do, I'm still trying to remember this from memory, but I do have this written down. There will be another 2-month, another 2-month hypertrophy phase, and then the rest of it, I believe, is 5 or 4 months of strength training again. And I have goals of like what I'm trying to achieve in that amount of time. So for me right now, that's a like 90 to 95 kilogram bench press, a 110 to 120 kilogram squat, and a 150 to 160 kilogram deadlift. Currently my numbers are 65 on bench, 80 on squat, and 120 on deadlift. I'm also going to be working on my mobility because I want to do martial arts later. So I'll be doing a lot of that, a lot of mobility training. I want to get my splits by the end of that, side and middle splits. I want to be able to do a bridge. I just want to have the mobility to be able to learn martial arts moves later. And right now the structure is basically set up so I have a specific morning routine that I follow, a specific night routine that I follow, training rituals, so really quick questions that I'll answer right before training and right after training, and I'll be tracking my training as well as work rituals where I'll be defining my goals right before I get to work, make sure everything's present, like all my stationery. I'm not going to be getting up and looking for a pen in the middle of my work session. Was that it? Oh yeah, I'll also have like bi-weekly off days, so every 2 weeks I'll be taking a day off where I'll still be doing my morning and night routines, like that's still set in stone. I'm still not eating any processed foods. I'm still not going on, doom scrolling or anything like that. Nothing. I'm not going to engage in the habits that I'm trying to break or the habits that I've been unhealthy with in the past. But I'll just take an off day, I'll do exercises that are maybe fun. I'll maybe go out with family. I'll maybe, read a book or learn to dance or something. I'll just have a fun day where I can do whatever I want without like setting myself back, just taking like a little break. And also the last part of my program is that every last day of the month is a hell day. And what that means is I'm going to be doing like around 5 hours of cardio, 5 to 2 hours, depending on like what the day is. I'll be making a hell day program every single hell day. And what that is I'll just push training to the max. Like if I'll be doing cardio at the beginning of the day, and then if I have weight training scheduled, I will do it at the end of the day, but I'll also be adding sets, and I'll be adding drop sets, and I'll be pushing everything to failure just to pressure myself a little bit, just to take it to the max. I'll probably be doing a lot of long periods of meditation as well, like 20-minute meditations. I've never done that before, or longer. We'll see what happens. And the whole point is just, suffer a whole bunch that day and see where I'm at in terms of discipline, see where I'm at in terms of improvement, just see what I can push myself to. This recording is coming up to about 10 minutes right now, so I'm going to have to wrap it up. So, see you later. This is day 1 of 547. We'll see how it goes.